I'm here in Medjugorje and I'm in front of St. James Church and I'm with, what's your name?
Bridie.
Where are you from?
Belfast.
Belfast.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And how often have you been in Medjugorje?
More than my two hands.
Wow.
Maybe that again, yeah,
Why do
from
you come back?
1990s.
Since the 1990s?
Yeah.
Why do you come back all the time?
I have been in many pilgrimages with my mummy, and I just seem called back to this one all the time. I haven't been here in about 7 years, and I came in October past on my own instead for 11 days. And I'm back on my own and I'm here for 17 days.
Wow, unbelievable. And what is the beauty about Medjugorje? What would you tell people? What is so beautiful about this place here?
The peace, knowing that Our Lady appears, the rosaries, the prayers, the adoration. You can feel Our Lady here. You can feel the Lord here. I was brought up with deep religion, had brilliant teachers with my parents and my grandmother. But she's so close to me. This is where I come, as my daughter said, come to rest my soul and refill up the peace that she gives me that unfortunately I let go of sometimes. But I'm here now and I'm very at peace. Yeah.
You pray the rosary?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Why do you pray?
Why do I pray?
Why do you pray? Yeah. What is the beauty of the prayer?
I'm praying from I can't remember. That's the way I was brought up. I pray. It's talking to God. It's having a conversation with him. It's having a conversation with his mother. It's feeling the closeness, and if I just break the words up, it's like having a conversation. You don't have. It's when you're saying a prayer, you're sort of rhyming it off, but you break the words up, and I'm talking. She's the mother of all mothers, so I'm talking to her, and she's been very good to me in my life.
And you feel peace?
And I feel peace, yeah.
And you know, the confession is very central here.
Yeah.
Can you explain, maybe somebody's listening now and he's scared to go to confession. What would you tell him? What is the beauty of confession?
Well, as I say, I was brought up with deep religion and confession. But this guy here beside me, Shimmy, taught me to, didn't teach me, but I listened to what he was saying, is go deep into your soul and start searching. Maybe for wee things that you didn't think at the time was a sin, but go back there, start searching, and if your conscience pricks you, go to confession. Open your heart and your soul. I come out of it a lot later when I do a true confession. I was told by a priest a few weeks ago that that was the most beautiful confession he heard, because I was speaking to God, not him. So yeah, and it just renewed all of my spiritual energy and peace, and yeah. We should always be so thankful for the gift that we're given. And I pray for family members and grandchildren and my friends who have sort of lost their faith and not as strong as what it would be, but I know God's listening and He'll do it in His time.
And you talked about adoration. What is the beauty of adoration?
The peacefulness, be still and know that I am God. The peacefulness. I don't hear God speaking to me, but I can feel Him close to me.
I can see it.
Yeah, and I can feel it in my heart. So yeah, not speaking, but He's there beside me. Our Lady took me by the hand and brought me to Belfast. Brought me from Belfast to here. Yeah.
Like from all over the world, London, Germany.
Everywhere, yeah.
And do you have a place you like most here at Medjugorje?
The oasis of peace.
The oasis of peace, me too. It's so peaceful there, no? The chapel.
Yeah. Yeah, so beautiful and peaceful, yeah. Yeah.
And
I had a lot of pain in my life, which I'm not just ready to talk about now, but I had a lot of pain in my life. My father and brother and extended members of my family were done a long time in prison for things that they didn't do, and my father ended up dying in prison, and to this day, 49 years later, my family is all gone. I'm the only one, but the fight's still going on, and this is where I get refueled because I have to go back and there's going to be a court case. So, yeah. And I speak to them every night, to my family and to God and His St. Joseph, the Holy Family. I need you along with my family to be in this court case with me and be in this courtroom, and I know Shimmy will be. Because he and his friends have suffered a very, very, very large injustice too. The same as the Lord, same as Jesus, the greatest injustice done on the world.
That's how you can cope with your situation?
Yeah.
Because Jesus went through the same thing we don't understand.
Yeah.
You know? He went through the same.
Yeah.
Wow, you touched me. Can you also say, because a lot of people say through suffering they came closer to God?
Yeah.
They discovered God?
Yeah. It's hard for me to explain. In my suffering, I offered up for the holy souls in purgatory and offered up for injustices. And in my suffering, I feel God close to me because my brother and my father suffered deeply, suffered really badly, and my suffering is nothing compared to what they suffered or what Jesus suffered. So.
But you seem to have forgiven, no?
Forgiven, yeah. Just didn't happen overnight, but yeah, yeah.
Wow, so powerful, I think.
Yeah.
What would you tell people who go through similar things in life? How can they cope with this situation?
Well, look at Shimmy. I think he'll give you an answer to that too. Shimmy, he's out helping people like himself.
Helping people, no?
Helping people like himself, yeah. And when I go into that courtroom, I will be not talking about just if I'm allowed my family's injustice. I'll be talking about all injustices, all injustices. And the Lord's the biggest. He's going to be with me because He suffered.
Absolutely. Look in your eyes.
Yeah.
You know, they say here, people say that Our Lady is reflected in the eyes of the people. You have this tenderness, this calmness, and this silent joy, you know, not this. And what would you tell people? Why should they come to Medjugorje one time? People say that Lourdes is for the sick, Portugal is for the faithful, and Medjugorje is for searching. There's a lot of people out there searching. There's a lot of people comes here that's full of faith, but they're coming like myself to refuel up. And the people searching, 99.9 of them come home and they've found something that they have wanted, and they'll come back for more. That's why they all come back.
Because Our Lady's everywhere.
Absolutely.
She's everywhere.
And what would you tell people who look for their vocation as a woman of faith? What would you tell them? How can people find their vocation?
Be still and know that I am God. Take time for Him. Sit there, and as I say, if you don't hear Him, you'll feel Him. Give Him time. Talk to Him as a friend. I can talk to Him as a friend better than I can. Well, I pray to Him, but yeah, I can talk a lot to Him as a friend. Yeah. And I'm depending on Him. I'm depending on Him, and I'll go home to give me the strength and help me do this last chapter, because 49 years ago, and this year will be 50, so yeah.
And what would you tell the people? What is the beauty of our Catholic faith?
The beauty of a Catholic faith is Jesus Christ died on the cross, suffered to save our souls, to save all of our souls, and to bring Christianity into the world.
Thank you so much for that beautiful interview.
That was beautiful.